Batman. Ay. Flicking I roll on. Taking these pics with these hoes, counting this dough, money gets so long. Flicking I roll on. I roll.
Big round, Ferris wheel, boy, I start a festival.
Taking these pics with these hoes, counting this dough, money gets so long. Flicking I roll.
Free game, we back, Madman in the building.
Right. Free game, Sean P. KC from KC's Corner, man, 97.5 KDEE.
Yes, sir.
Right.
So,
Let's go.
back at it. Something that we got to speak about. There's been a lot going on with these, high-end fashion companies just doing things that they ain't got no damn business doing. Exploiting the culture, monetizing pain and suffering of colored people.
Thank you.
And trying to make a profit out of it. So recently it's been Gucci. They had the what did Gucci have? They had the blackface hoodies.
Gucci had the blackface sweater. Wow.
Then who was it? Had the noose neck joints.
Burberry.
Sending models down the runway with the noose around the neck. Yeah. And even a couple months back, that kind of slipped under the radar. Prada had these monkey keychains that they was attaching black monkeys, like
red lips
with the red lipstick, like attached to their keychains. So KC, what is it that you see is the first thing you see that's wrong with it, and what are they doing?
It's a little complicated, man, because number one, you're just being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Disrespectful to black people, to the race, to the culture, especially when we're out there pumping your brands, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Gucci or whatever.
What the culture wearing it.
Or exactly. But it's also disrespectful on a number of different levels, because I was listening to I forgot who I was listening to. It might have been Andrew Schultz or something like that.
Oh.
But you gotta be careful with how these things are going down, because you take somebody like a Gucci, and there's a possibility that Gucci and whoever made it or came up with it isn't even being racist, but they're being opportunistic with it. He talks about how it was a situation with the H&M thing where it could have been where they weren't necessarily racist, but these ad companies basically it's free advertisement.
And they know
you put something out, and you know it's going to be controversial. You know it's going to get people riled up. And then you take it down and say, my bad. But while all that is going on, Gucci's name, Prada's name, Burberry's name is in the news cycle for 2 weeks.
In the news cycle.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they want. That's all they want. Because even if they feel like they may lose, the court of public opinion and may lose the black
people, a lot of people wearing it. Yeah.
And you look at this situation here, Gucci is crazy that they came out with that, but the Burberry thing is really crazy, and it piqued my intent is because when was the last time we talked about Burberry?
Right. Since Ludacris was popping?
Burberry, come on.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. And all of a sudden, we talking about them again.
Nah, that's true.
Whether it's good, they come from a position where there is no such thing as bad publicity.
They like any publicity.
Especially in the black culture, because we're the ones who's not talking about them no more. Whatever the other fan base is, they're probably still unaffected in that.
Right.
Where they're really affected in this scenario is the black culture, and now they're popping again in the black culture based on negative publicity, which is still publicity.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, real talk.
And I was to piggyback on what you were saying, is any publicity for these companies, they love controversy. What company at this point in time, and especially with media, doesn't love controversy? Right. Even if it's some bad and some negative, because they know that there's still going to be a wide fan base that either will start to buy again just because of hearing about Burberry again and hearing about Prada and companies like that. And some that'll just end up, I still got a Gucci perfume. Right. Or I still got the Gucci purse. I don't have to sport the blackface sweater. Right. Or, I don't have to, I was talking to one of my coworkers and last week about it, and they was like, well, I wouldn't even wear the Gucci blackface sweater anyway because, it looks kind of tacky. Okay, now mind you, they were white. So of course, Sean P, my response, I'm like, okay, well now hold up. Why does it matter how it looks?
Right.
Do you understand what we just saw?
Right.
It's a blackface sweater.
Yeah.
I don't care that a white girl was modeling it.
Yeah.
My girlfriend white.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, don't talk about how it looks. Why is it there?
Yeah.
Right.
It's the controversy
And
of
see,
why is it there?
Right.
My issue is
Blatantly.
it comes down to what you said. All publicity is good publicity in this era, and so it's at the point where really the power is on the people. So I'm always the type of, okay, I'm only gonna complain about something so much. We have to hold ourselves responsible when we say we boycotting because we was boycotting H&M. We back shopping there. We was mad for a week. We back shopping there. We mad at Gucci this week. Gucci Mane still gonna be named Gucci Mane. We mad at Louis. We mad at, okay, if we really mad at these companies, then let's stop rapping about them. Let's stop. We're the ones who decide that these are status symbol things in our culture and community.
That's true.
Let's decide that these are no longer
That these are no
acceptable in our
longer.
culture and community.
Yeah.
And let's hold ourselves accountable to that standard. Because so long as we double back and let here today gone tomorrow happen,
That's true.
we're gonna be stop being mad at Gucci in 2 weeks, and we're gonna go back to buying them belt buckles.
See?
We're gonna go back to buying them flip flops that Future love.
See?
You know, we gonna.
Well, and especially how the news cycle runs. The news cycle, I mean, just every day is something new. They warn us where it's like, oh, we're not really paying attention to something. We seen Giannis out of Kupo at the All-Star game, rocking Gucci.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not giving anyone the excuse. I've already talked about it to people. I'm not giving anyone the excuse. Oh, this person's from another country, or this person's from Greece, or this person's from Europe. But you've been in the U.S. now.
You know what time it is.
These
You
are
know-
worldwide symbols.
Yeah,
Blackface.
come on now.
Now look here. Full transparency. I tried, y'all. I went back to H&M.
No.
I went back to H&M. I'm sorry. Hey, look, let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something else. Because I was like, damn, man. Because you know what?
They got the prices.
Look, they got the prices, man. Come on, man. Look, I'm not shopping at Gucci. I'm not spending $500
Yeah,
for
neither
no
am I,
But
neither
if you
am
give me $29 for some jeans that fit me the way I want to
with
fit
you.
them, I tried. Look, I tried.
And that's what they get us. I'm not gonna- that's what they get us.
It's not just like, oh, I'm not full. I tried. I was like, you know what? Let me put my dollars elsewhere. I didn't like the way the jeans was fitting.
Yeah.
They didn't fit the way they did at H&M. I went back, and you know what? I was feeling some type of way. About me going back. But I go into H&M, right, out in at the goddamn Galleria. I go in there and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna be like looking around the corner. It looked like a goddamn Million Man March in that goddamn H&M. So many black people in H&M. I thought we was boycotting.
Roseville.
I thought we was
In
boycotting. They was all up in there,
was
man.
in there.
I was like, man, I'm back.
And that's what it comes
back.
down to. Why am I gonna sit here and hold down on my H&M if the rest of the community not? If we're not gonna rock together, then what's the point of what we're doing?
People gotta rock.
And that's what it is.
one.
And you know what made me kind of, besides the jeans, kind of come back is like I heard T.I. when he did his thing with Gucci, and he's like protest Gucci.
Yeah.
And I'm with it. Like it's a movement. It's something that we're trying to do. I get it. But he was like, and I'm not criticizing it because I'll stand with him while he do it. But he was like, let's boycott it for 3 months.
Like
3
what?
months.
Is 3 months ever long enough for us?
3 months.
Yeah.
And so I'm not criticizing it. I was like, well, maybe I was thinking about the whole boycott thing wrong. Like,
Yeah,
I was trying to boycott H&M for life.
Yeah.
Maybe it should have just been 6 months to get our point across and it was cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know. But,
Well,
you know, it's 3 months.
But that's where, even to Leek's point, it has to be a collective forever. I mean,
Whatever we do, it can't be. The social media area is the visual representation of here today, gone tomorrow. It
Quick.
can't be here today, gone tomorrow, or it's nothing. It
Or
might
it's
as well
nothing.
be nothing. Because I have to go back to this point. Are we boycotting Drake for wearing blackface? I don't believe that we
Thank
are.
you.
I don't believe that we are.
Now, I ain't been
That was
listening to him.
That was
but
also Drake was also a little contextual. I think. You guys, I know. I'm not excusing him. I'm not excusing him. Let me tell you, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
But I know you guys have heard the explanation of why he did it. He was actually,
To say the least, it was in bad taste.
it was in bad
Yeah,
taste.
it was in bad
And it was
taste.
actually,
Just
from what I know,
I
of
just
it,
didn't understand why he took
Well,
the offer
from
from
what-
not even getting paid for something. Like, I mean, he just
from what I know of it and
You know.
understand, maybe I got to go back and do a little more research.
Mm-hmm.
Him doing blackface was actually kind of like in protest, not in protest, but it was to get out something along the
More
lines of
awareness.
why he feels like he feels like in the music or in the movie industry or the television industry, you have to be like this to get. Like he was kind of making a point. It wasn't like somebody was like, "Hey, this will be a great idea and funny." Like he was, from what I've heard of it, he was trying
It
to.
should
make
have been
point with
a
it.
black American to do that.
well, and
She is
Maybe
not.
so.
well, and what was crazy to me at the time, just real quick, off tangent, off real quick, but it was crazy to me at the time because I was like, we don't have any video representation of. I wish if Drake did feel like that and he wanted the context to be there.
Right.
All my homies
He had
know.
never shown
I
that
love
side of him.
context. Context is completely.
He had never
crucial.
shown that side of him ever in anything.
Why not give a video interview on? Okay, I'm doing this for this reason.
Yeah.
We have none.
Do you have a song that has any of that
Well,
material?
that's
Do you have
that's
a-
That's
big-
where I was
that's
like,
the
that was the
issue
big
with Drake
mistake.
Is, and that was like kind of what Pusha put out and a couple other people out when that came out. Even if that's how you feel, if you were doing it in a positive way,
Why didn't we say?
like,
Why didn't
you
we say
haven't
it
taken a
then?
stand on
Anything?
on anything, and this would be a perfect
nice to be
opportunity.
in the middle.
Like if that's really what was going on, that'd be a perfect opportunity for you to be like, "This is why I did it. This is how I
Exactly.
felt. That I was trying to show this."
So the explanation-
But his thing,
you know.
is Drake is like. He's just gonna be vanilla. He's not gonna.
Oh yeah, Drake's always.
He's too big to
vanilla.
fail at this point. He's a company
But
that's
yeah,
too
well, I
big
mean,
to fail. But
that,
yeah.
but no, I hear what you're saying as far as like.
It's just crazy with
boycott
the
him.
companies. It's
We
gotta
just have
be
to-
as a
whatever
whole.
we decide to do, we have to do it, or else it's just gonna be we just talking. You know what I'm saying? It's just
And they just laughing at
another-
us too.
yeah.
They like, oh, well, we seen
It's just another
someone else
trend.
wearing Gucci still.
Now let me ask
You know.
Let me ask you guys a question because I know you guys saw the Floyd Mayweather video when he was shopping in Gucci and he said he wasn't boycotting. Or whatever. And I watched that video and I disagreed with pretty much everything he said.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Everything he said. I even if like I get his point where he's like, hey man, I'm not gonna get behind nothing. I'm gonna do what I want to do, or whatever the case may be. I get it, but it's like as a black man, it's kind of like, you know, man, we trying to do something, man. Why don't you just
Of course.
help? We're trying to do something in a positive, like help us and get on board with us. You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. The one thing that stuck out to him when he was making that rant that I was like, he's kind of got a good point. Is he said all this and he was like, I'm not doing this, da 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 da. And then he said at the end, he said, and I'll tell you another reason why I'm not doing it. Because the same people that were trying to tell me that I need to boycott Gucci and I don't need to buy Gucci, I bet you none of them have money team gear. And
That's true. And now it brings up another aspect.
yeah, so
Small businesses, other clothing. Can we have our
Hence
own?
that goes to what I was saying earlier. Remove Gucci, Louis, Prada as the status symbols. It should be a status symbol for you to wear something that was made by a black person. It should be a status symbol to support your own people.
Right.
Okay, I got TMT on, or okay, I got so and so on. I got the Marathon clothing line on my back right
Or
now.
get free game on.
You know, I got free game on. I
Get
got
free game.
Get free game.
That shit- that shit-
corner of merch
You
coming
feel me?
soon.
Get some of that. Get some of that.
You know, that should be what we consider the status symbol merchandise. Not Gucci, Louis, Prada, who's made by some Italian or European designer somewhere that ain't got nothing that ain't thinking about you.
And that's actually a really good point too. Can we get smaller clothing lines to that status?
I think we
And that's where
there's.
and that's where I gotta go here.
I know.
That's why
'Cause
I
was gonna go
always
here.
gave. I knew what I understood what Kanye was trying to do when he was
See?
giving his fashion rants.
Exactly.
Granted, he's stupid, he crazy, and lost his way.
He crazy.
There, I understood what he was saying. There's no black designers
See?
of that stature. He was
Up
trying
there.
to break in so that he could be one that at least if we're spending a high dollar, it's gonna be with a black company that's from the
Exactly.
culture that's from that knows what we go through.
Well, because what Floyd is saying, he like, well, there's no one else at the top
right.
to be the person
Right.
Because people even come up to me in league all the time and like, oh, why don't you guys get into politics? Or why don't you guys try to be an ambassador or community this and community activist? Well, the problem is we have no one else that paved the way at that point.
Right. Right.
So even if we're trying to do that, it's tougher to get to that stature.
Right.
So how do you get to the stature of Prada or Burberry?
Right.
Well, you got white company owners and CEOs and stuff like that. So at the time,
that's what Ye was talking
and
about.
that's what Ye was talking about. There's a ceiling. Even Ye couldn't get through to a point.
Right.
Even Ye couldn't get through.
And that's part of what drove him a little bit more crazy, along with the other stuff.
Yeah.
So those go into some different other aspects of it.
And I get where Floyd probably didn't account to the fact that people just wasn't rocking. I like Floyd the boxer. Floyd the person kind of irritates me a little
I'm
bit.
with you, yeah.
But I don't hate him like other people hate him. But he probably didn't account to the fact that he didn't enamor himself to the black community by really standing for anything.
And I don't think we look up to Floyd as that either. Really.
No, we don't.
We don't.
So
We think about
the way Nike comes out with Kaepernick jerseys, we wasn't gonna go out and get money team shirts. I have a money team shirt. I like Floyd. I like the boxer and what he was doing in the ring, so I supported that or whatever the case may be. But I get his point. He's probably feeling jaded, like he said, like y'all didn't support me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't. I came out with money team gear, and y'all didn't rock that.
And that's a
and
fair
now you
point.
want to tell me how to spend my money. I'm not feeling it.
And that's a fair point.
I get it. I don't agree with it.
Yeah,
but I get
neither
it.
do
I
I.
hear what he's saying.
And that's honestly, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Because
Yeezy had us, but he just lost his way because the
Yeah.
Yeezy shoe made it to the level of oh, I got a Gucci flop on, I got a Yeezy on.
I seen two people yesterday
The
with
Yeezy
boots
shoe,
on.
the Yeezy shoe made it to that standard to where if you got some Yeezys on, all right, that's your status symbol. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah,
His gear didn't quite have the same impact, and it could have had he not lost the whole community as a whole in general by wearing that damn hat and doing that other shit he was doing.
was wild.
But, so
Well, and that's the other aspect that gets brought up too. Does it take a black person to have to get into business with a white person?
probably
In addition to get to that, because even though this land wasn't white at first, they colonized, and I don't want to get in completely to that, but they colonized and made it their land.
Right.
So what you're looking at is you're looking at something that's even deeper. To getting to the top.
Right. Fact.
Where it's even tougher. Even a person like Virgil. Are we saying that there's not any white influences around him?
Oh, there's a lot.
His wife, his family.
There's a lot.
So,
even the company, he's with Nike.
Even the company,
you know what I'm saying? He's doing things with Nike. You know what I'm saying?
So that's always gonna be the crux of, what happens, and that's why with Yeezy and with Ye, that was gonna be part of our breakthrough.
Right.
Because what happens is there's not a lot of black celebrities, actors, actresses, athletes, where they're using their platform like where Hal Kaepernick used it. We don't look up to a lot of them as like, okay, well they're gonna be, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like a person like, even like a LeBron that's made political, wearing a hoodie, Trayvon and stuff. There's not a lot of athletes that will do what Bron has done or said when it comes to political, socio-economical stuff, or what Kaepernick has done.
Right.
Magic Johnson's not doing it.
No.
Jordan's not. Jerry Rice don't even delve into those.
hell yeah.
See,
Jerry with the goddamn Popeyes commercial.
But that's-
Come on, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
Come on, Jerry. Damn.
You know
bro,
what I'm saying?
you doing? Man?
So it's like, where are all
Let the GOAT be the GOAT.
where are all the black players? Where
we still ain't forget about the Popeyes commercial.
But that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Where are the black people and those black leaders that we're looking up to? Where they're gonna break through the system like that.
It's hard to do it.
It's hard to do.
So I'm gonna say this on camera, on free game right here. Yes, I went back to H&M, but it's for the jeans. If anybody drop the comments below, get at me on Twitter at IMKDiddy. Get at me on Instagram at IMKDiddy. I want to buy black. That there's any really the thing with me with H&M was I love their jeans.
I'm with
I can find shirts and
I go to
everything from
Forever
anybody.
21. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I even tried Forever 21. H&M just had it. They had my body type straight,
Yeah,
baby. So, but I'll say this. Any black-owned businesses that sell jeans or whatever, shoot me at IG. I'm not even asking for a handout. Just shoot me where I can find it.
Yep.
I'll go check you out. I'll try you out. And, because I want to buy black. That's half the problem with a lot of this stuff.
Exactly.
I'm sure a lot of us want to buy black.
We don't know
where to go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or it's not there. At times,
So let us know, man. Drop it in the comment, man. We'll check your stuff out for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause, yeah, man, I agree with what Leek said, man. We gotta get out away from them and support our own.
Because come on, Burberry's
We
and
the
Prada's
culture.
and the
We gotta
Gucci's.
create our own standards. That's as simple as that.
Facts.
We can't, we just can't have them be doing it. It's too blatant. They doing it blatantly.
Yeah.
They just blatantly
And then
doing
I don't
it right
even know
in
what's
front,
worse. Like I told you, I don't even know what's worse. If it's the fact that you are racist or you're not racist, you're just using us because this
You
is
just
gonna
use it,
pop
yeah.
stuff off.
Yeah.
Like like okay, let's just say H&M. They're not. I don't think they're a racist company. But even if it was orchestrated, they knew this was going to get outraged.
It's almost worse than a racist.
Exactly, because
they
they
don't even
know.
have the emotional connection to racism.
They just know. They just seen it before.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is going to work for our money.
They just seen it before.
So yeah, that's wild, man.
You don't make a blackface sweater or blackface monkey chains without having seen it before. Come on, and that's what's even. It's like
not even putting. I remember they was talking about the time with the H&M thing. Like that just goes to show you don't have anybody in those meetings that could be. Because I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt. Say even if you're not racist and you're like, oh, this is just a cool sweater,
desensitized completely.
You don't have nobody in there, which is a problem. To say like, nah, that's
you don't have no consultant that's in tune with what's going on.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and that's because that's something you can definitely control. You can hire somebody.
Oh yeah,
you can bring somebody in, and they refusing to bring people in for those jobs and for those.
That's
spots.
like you got a group of people outside of the house just throwing gifts inside the house, but you don't know what we got inside the house. We already got 3 loaves of bread. Yeah. Throwing 2 more loaves of bread in here. We don't need this shit.
That's a fact.
You don't got nobody that's inside that's consulting with outside what we need.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
That's real talk, man. Real talk, man. So yeah,
we are definitely. Let us know, comment, and let us know what y'all think about that.
And stand on what you say. Free game.
Free game.
Get that Casey's Corner merch when it comes out.
Exactly.
I guess you really wanna know, That's your problem, yeah. Check it, she keep asking.